Hey, how's it going, guys? Listen, the video that I'm doing today is called The Narc Wants the Unfair Advantage. The narc wants an unfair advantage on every single thing that they do, everything that they're involved with, from, dealing with a relationship, a job, a business deal, no matter what, they want the unfair advantage in life. And the narc, to get the person that they want, they don't have an issue with doing underhanded things. That's just who they are. Everything about them is underhanded, and it's about being underhanded. So the narc has no issue. They don't have an issue with, going to a palm reader, because they want to know the future. And I'm not saying just because you go to a palm reader or a tarot reading or something like that, that makes you a narcissist. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that that's how a narcissist is always manipulating. They will go to a tarot reader to find out what you're doing. They want to know the inside. They want to cheat. They want to cheat with information. They want to stay 10 steps in front of you at all times because they're constantly manipulating. They're constantly manipulating. They don't like it when things just fall in its natural order. No, a narc they're time sensitive. They know that they're running so much game all the time. They know they're running so much game all the time that it's just a matter of time before you catch up to them. So another thing that a narc will do is they're going to have a heads up with technology over you. They are masters of that cell phone and cell phone technology, computer technology. They're masters of that. And they use everything to their advantage. They're going to know how to manipulate. They're going to know how there are different apps out here and different programs that you can clone someone's phone. And I've looked in the comments of my videos and I've seen people that have services that do that. You can clone somebody's phone that you don't even have to be around them. And those are the kind of things that a narc are always, they're going to want to do those things because they want to see what you know. They want to know what you know. They want to see everything. They want to know. And the thing is, it's not necessarily about wanting to know because you're running around or you're cheating or something, lying or stealing, something like that. No, most of the time, the narc just wants to know how close you are on their trail. That's why a narc will have tape recording devices all over the place in your house, in your bed, your pillows, in clothes, your vehicle, if they have access to your job. A narc wants that information, and they will have spy cams. They'll have, I've learned that they even have adapters, charger, those things you stick your charger into, the USB, the plug. I mean, everything. A narc is going to have all of that stuff. They want to know what you're thinking about when you're not around them. They want to know. They're listening to you and they're doing a tape recording of you because they want to know, are you on to them yet? Do you know, are you going to bust them? Because they're out there with different supplies. They want to know what you know. Because then they can talk to you with confidence and tell, oh, you don't know. Because they're listening to your conversations. That's how they have a great idea as to what you really are aware of, because that's the life they live and they listen to those devices. A narc is like a computer. They're just not human, people. I don't know how anybody could have that much time to go back and listen to tape and tapes and tapes and tapes of recordings of every place you've gone, of every place you've been, and they listen to them. They obsess over you because they're trying to mirror you. They're trying to know you. Okay? They're not. I'm gonna say it here. Y'all can say what y'all want. I don't believe they're human. I don't. I just don't believe that they're human. They just do too many things that a human being just would not do. You know, we just wouldn't do that. It's not that big of a deal for us to change our entire life and dedicate it to a surveillance on somebody. But I realize it's that important to a narc because that's life to them. That's a supply. And for them to lose a supply is, you know, it's gonna cost them because they gotta replace that. They gotta replace that. That's why they're always searching. That's why they're always trying to keep it together. You know, and even when they're giving you those calm times, see, they're checking you to see when I can extract energy from you and how often I have to back off of you. That's how they view you. Because every day they're just extracting. You know, it's just little bits at a time until they have all of it. You know, but they know that you are an empath. You're going to wake up every day rejuvenated. You know, but again, the narc wants to cheat everything. They want the unfair advantage on everything. You know what I mean? And, you know, they don't have a problem with, as a matter of fact, something that I've recently learned, the narc, there is an underworld out here, people, that I'm just recently learning about. And it's witchcraft. It's sorcery, witchcraft. It is voodoo. It's roots being put on people. For you guys who've been in a relationship for 10, 20, 30, 40 years of torture with a narc, I can almost guarantee you somebody put roots on you. I can almost guarantee it because you're in a stronghold. You're in a trauma bond and you cannot break free. And you can't figure out why. This person is driving you crazy. You see it. You hate it. You hate it. And yet you cannot get away from them. You will cut them off, leave them alone. And somehow there's something in you that still wants to deal with them. It's a sickening. People, these people have no problems, no qualms about going to a witch. Going to a witch. I'm talking about an actual witch or warlock and having a spell put on you, having roots put on you, having some voodoo done to you. Absolutely. And this is what I want you to consider. Why do you think you would give somebody who is only doing you wrong chance after chance, after chance after chance, after chance after chance, after year, day after day, month after month, week after week, year after year, decades? You're giving them that kind of time in your life, and they're just giving you hell. Because they got a stronghold on you that you don't see. You don't know about it. You're not a part of the underworld. You're not a part of it. People, you've been attacked and don't know it. You don't even know what they've done to you. I had a conversation I've had conversations with several people about this. And I'm talking about, we've talked about some very dark underworld energy. And I was told that the only thing about revealing stuff is there are narcs watching, but you know what? It ain't like I'm revealing anything to them because they already know. One particular thing that I was told, that if someone puts just a drop of their blood, just a drop, something you're not going to notice, in your food, you will not be able to leave that person alone for many years. You will not be able to just cut them off. Now, I think you can cut people off as long as they're not begging you back. And that's one of the reasons that the narc is always going to be a beggar. They're going to beg you to come back. They're going to beg you to get back with you. They're going to plead, beg, grovel, anything they have to do, just fall out, everything. They're going to put on a show for you to make you believe that they really are, you know, wanting to get back and they're sorry for what they did, because they're always doing something. But they are absolutely practicing dark, very dark energy, and they're asking and paying. Listen, they are paying people to cast spells on you. They are paying people. There are people out here that absolutely do this. Excuse me. And I'm positive you won't have to go far to find out about it. There's somebody in your circle somewhere that knows about this dark, deep, secret society. If we're going to talk about a secret society, then that's the one we need to be talking about. Because those are the ones who are preying on us, because we're not in that world. We're not looking to, you know, torture somebody. And see, that's why, again, I say a narc is just evil spirited. A narcissist is your worst nightmare. That narcissist is a devil. And one of the reasons that I say that is because who has to go out here and pay an evildoer to cast a spell on you, to hold and bind you to something so that they can torture you, and mistreat you, and you stay with them and continue to give them chance after chance after chance after chance? People, that is what is going on in our society, in this world that we're living in right now. There are people out here, and that's what I mean by the narc wants to cheat. They want to absolutely have the unfair advantage on you. And that's the kind of unfair advantage that I'm talking about. They want to live their life in a way where you're not really checking on them. You know what I mean? They want to live their life in a way where you're thinking that everything is fair. You're thinking that they're normal, and they're everything except normal. A narcissist is really and truly just an evil force, an evil entity in your life. And they've come to destroy. They want the unfair advantage. They want to they want to go to a tarot reading, because the tarot reading is going to tell them something about you. And another thing, you know, that I learned about this, you know, because I've had some different conversations with people. I've learned that, and this is something that I've heard people say about how amazing the sex is with a narcissist. And I've learned that it's not that the sex is amazing. That's not it. What it really is when they have gotten someone, for all of you that are going through this, when a narcissist, when they really, really want to pull you in and keep you in, I was told that the person trying to cast that spell on you, or the person who put that drop of blood in your food, or whatever they do, that's one of those things that makes you, or makes them, irresistible to you after that. You cannot resist them after that. Sexually, you just can't resist them. It's like they have the perfect body, or they just have the perfect something in your mind. And I mean, it's like you'll wonder, like, wow, what is it about this that I just can't get enough of? And honestly, at the end of the day, when you really think about it, it's not that the actual act of intimacy is so great. It's just you are longing, and you have such a desire for that person physically, and you cannot understand it. You just like, dang, they just have me. Something about them that I just love doing this with them. Just that person. It's something about that person. and you just can't figure it out. And that's what it is. They have done something behind your back, and you are the only one that don't know. You're the only one that does not know. They have gone to somebody and they have been either told what to do to you, or they have paid somebody to try to cast a spell on you. And that's why now I'm starting to go in a somewhat of a different direction on this, because I can see how much more this is a spiritual war. This is a war between good and evil, period. This is a spiritual war, people. This is a war of God and the devil, you know? This is Armageddon. This is truly the war of Armageddon. And that's the direction, like I said, that's the direction I'm going to be pushing this in, because there are some very wicked forces out here right now. And if you're not that type of person, that you're not into that kind of thing, man, there are some people out here that are, and they're going to do anything to get the unfair advantage on you. And that's why we find ourselves in things where we can't figure out, how do you get out of this? How did I get in this? And what is going on? Why am I so confused? And that's why. Oftentimes, that's why. You know, we want to do the right things. We just want to do the best thing. We want, everybody happy around us. And that narc, they just want the unfair advantage. They want to stay 20 steps in front of you, 40 steps, 50 steps in front of you, because they know what's coming. And they just want time to prepare for it. That's all. They know that eventually you'll catch on to it. They know that even if they cast a spell on you, even if they have roots on you, they know that stuff is temporary. They know that. They're just looking, because they're temporary people. They know that everything about them is temporary. Everything about them is temporary. And the thing is they don't have any qualms about doing evil, just to be able to continue to extract your energy. They just do it in small portions all day long. And most of the time, you don't even know that they're doing it. You don't even know that they're doing it. You don't even understand why they're doing it. Like, they're doing stuff, and like when you give them that little look right there that I just did, they just did this to you. Just got some of your energy from you. Yes, people, they cannot survive without your energy. They cannot. They're energy vampires. Listen, that's my video. Guys, I want you to go into the comments and let me know what you know about witchcraft, sorcery, roots, voodoo. Let's talk about it, because that is something that is very serious, and it is something that I am finding that we're dealing with out here. Witches casting spells and, warlocks and everything, just evildoers. Let's talk about it. Thanks. Listen, guys, I have a Facebook group called Narcissist Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe. Definitely a lot of good support for you in there. Listen, we've changed the process of how you get in, because we're just not letting the narcs come in and play around anymore. Also, if you need one-on-one coaching with me, just inbox me there and on Facebook or Instagram, and I will send you my calendar. Okay, it takes a little while for me to send you the calendar, because I like to have my calendar clear, or at least partially, maybe just a few days with appointments in it before I send it to you, so that you don't have to be waiting, a month later or stuff like that, so that I can speak with you. Okay, thanks for all of your support. I appreciate all of my new subscribers. Thanks for everybody in this community who is doing something to help the community. This is all about us helping us. Okay, thank you. I love you. I appreciate you, and see you on my next video.